What's going on, you beautiful hairballs? It's been a while since I've been really excited about crypto gaming or some kind of crypto gaming in general. Okay, Warp has me tremendously excited. Why? Because when I first joined Gala Games, the big thing is they were like a publisher, right? They had all these game lineups. It looked beautiful, lots of excitement, right? Because everything was going to be like on that chain, and it all kind of devolved and broke down, and funds got pushed into other projects and different things, and so it made me sad, right? So for Warp and this team and their background, I really think they are tremendously set up for success and to be a successful game publisher. So we're going to be talking about their team and why they're really set up for this. We're going to hear from their team and their CEO directly about their game nodes and how this is kind of functioning. And what's extremely exciting is there's only 3,000 of these. So, reason I'm talking about this right now is because August 15th will be the last day you can get a node through the pre-sale here through this Google form, which all the links are down below. You do have to use the referral code down there too, otherwise the transaction will be reimbursed. So make sure you fill in everything correctly. And I did go ahead and have them, respond on my last Warp Twitter page here from their official account, confirming that the address in here that you'd be sending funds to is their wallet address. Okay. The nice thing about doing the node presale is you will get a small Warp airdrop that will be 100% unlocked at TGE. So that's what's super cool about this. And of course, if you get one through Dr. Wookie here, you'll be entered into winning one of 2 nodes that I'm going to be getting on my own to be able to give out to my community, because my community is absolutely the best community, hands down. So let's talk a little bit about Warp. If you want this video up above, I jump into a lot of details as well, go really in depth too, so feel free to check that one out. If you check out their Twitter, you can see that a lot of our crypto gamers are already kind of following Warp, seeing what's kind of going on. You got Kagi, Spike, Icy, Legion from Jesus Martinez. They do have a linked up with Grid Network. They're linked up with Avalanche, so Avalanche Gaming. So just tremendous, groups up here, and then they're going to be at Gamescom. So if anybody happens to be at Gamescom, they're going to be out there, linking up with teams and gamers and games. So the team, this is why I'm really excited, right? Because I feel like, our previous, game projects in the crypto gaming space did not have this massive and breadth of gaming specific team members. If you look through all the different team members here and the numerous team members here, they have just tremendous decades upon decades of experience in the gaming community, and specifically focusing on consumer experiencing, focusing on revenue, all those things. And what's super exciting about Warp and them being like a game publisher is for crypto gaming, it won't just be for crypto gaming. Web 2 will be able to have games being published too, any kind of indie games, right? And so, all those different portions are what's really, really, driving the excitement with, Warp Gaming. Not to mention, like I said, the limited nodes that they're having, but we are going to be decentralized. So let's take a quick listen to the CEO and Simon talk a little bit about these nodes and really kind of what their, focus is on this.
Becoming something crazy. And the reason why we want to reward people for doing work to decentralize our chain is because we believe that with our model, with what we're building, that essentially we will have the most rewarding nodes in the business. We're only minting, I think it's 3,000, right, Si? And of those, we've got like 500 reserved for studios. Now, those studios themselves will be taking essentially, I think we have 21% of the token allocated to rewarding these nodes and 20% of the revenue that comes in through all of the publishing. So what we're doing here is we're telling you that instead of betting on one game, you bet on all of the Warp games. Instead of betting on one token and one team, you bet on hundreds of tokens and teams. And we use these nodes and we use the Warp token as the distribution layer to reward people for being part of this. And what that does over time is, as these rewards grow, this allows us to essentially have studios that we don't have to throw grant money to, that we can have them building on any chain, but they're actually linked to our chain. And the crazy cool benefits with this, I'm going to throw it over to Aero because he is the master crafter, architect of exactly what the nodes do.
I see him
So
with a
it'll be
wrench
good.
on in his hand. He's like, he's ready.
He is ready.
No, I think that's right. I think essentially Warp as a business is in the business of making successful games, and we're doing that with the community, and predominantly the community of node validators. They are the main beneficiaries, as well as the token holders of this ecosystem for making games successful. Warp supports games, publishes games, gets them users, gets them to a high quality, and makes money with them. And a percentage of that revenue is channeled back into validators. So we have the token allocation aspect of rewards, but over time that will gradually be replaced and, well, augmented, replaced, and improved vastly by a really good revenue share model, which essentially just takes the traditional game publisher model and introduces a different kind, a new kind of stakeholder for the validators.
And so there you have it, guys. From the CEO's mouth, from Simon over here, Arrow, talking about the nodes, the revenue, the projections, really giving back to the community and the node runners. You are going to be running physical nodes on this as well. Um, you know, Again, you haven't seen a lot of projects that have really broken down like their revenue distribution, the projections, their models, what they see coming forward with everything. We're talking about betting, like they said, on hundreds of games, right? Not on just one. Now, if, betting on one or something is what you want to do, having these nodes will allow you to do that as well, right? So, for these nodes, if you're getting the Enterprise, Syndicate Pro, whichever ones, you're going to have access to these games as they come online and being able to put in additional, funds into, let's say there's a game you just absolutely are like, this one I know is going to just rip. You can actually have access into supporting that game, right? So if you want to, put some funds into a single game, you can, okay? Or, you have these nodes and like I said, it's covering all the games being published, right? And really giving you just the absolute, most benefit and most kick for your buck. Yeah, I'm really excited about this team. If you can't tell, the public sale is August 31st with Ava Cloud. So if you do wait, you'll have to wait till August 31st to grab one of these. If you don't grab one, previously in the node pre-sale drop here. So some things I just wanted to, touch on again. Avalanche Gaming, they are on board here. Some of the games that they have coming and already in line with everything. I know they've been talking to dozens. There's like only 4 that they've mentioned, publicly so far. Gladiator Mayhem, nice. These are some nice mobile games too, by the way. I love mobile games because it's just easy to pick up and play anywhere. Gladiator Mayhem, this 2v2 type game, all the different factions. What I'm really scrolling down to here is this YOLO, because I love this type of game where it's a PvE dungeon crawler, where you can team up with your friends or AI agent powered heroes, battle through epic dungeons, take on terrifying bosses, but the risk of permadeath is around every corner. The permadeath stuff is makes it exciting and makes it incredibly sad when you get there. They do have like a little NFT forge key as well. CZ Run looks hilarious, kind of looks like a Subway Surfer type game with CZ running it. Call the Void looks really cool. I've seen lots of like similar style type games, mobile as well, where you get just upgrade after upgrade and you just get, these roguelite swarming, monsters around here. And then, I forgot I didn't pull up the Battle Arena one. So, anyways, 4 games already there. I know they're talking to dozens of games already. So I'm definitely looking for a lineup. The other thing Warp is doing, right, is they're really giving these publishers these game production, these games a chance at getting their game out there and giving them a chance at some funding and some cleanup. And then of course Warp in return is basically getting a portion of that revenue, right? That's how the kind of the model works. So I think they have a super strong business model here. I think this is a crazy opportunity. I think this is like when people were getting in super uber early with Gala games, and then when that token was nice and low and then all of a sudden it exploded, right? I think this one will actually continue to see success year after year as they continue to publish games. That even if these games have lower success, that is still all fueling and funding this ecosystem. So very excited about it. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. And as always, stay warm, monkeys.